Welcome back to the Tao of Baseball, my stream of me playing MLB The Show and using this as a vehicle to talk about life, talk about baseball, and to see if I can become a better hitter. This being the third season I play competitively online to see if I can become a better hitter at this video game, which is really as I say, a baseball simulator. I think it really gets into the mindset of what it means to hit uh, tough pitching in the game of baseball. It said in sports, the hardest thing to do in any professional sports is to hit major league pitching. And that's why, you know, the best who do it are successful really at most 35% of the time, which means 65% they fail. And that's the very best. Most players are successful probably closer to 25% of the time. And it just shows how difficult this task of hitting major league pitching is. And I think this game does a very good job of getting into how you have to make split-second decisions about whether it's the pitch is a ball or a strike, how fast it's coming in, where it's going, how you should swing, whether you should swing. It's hard. And we call this stream, and I feel like I have to repeat this sometimes because I think the only people who have watched this stream are myself on different devices, which is fine. We're not doing this for an audience, really. We're just doing it as a hobby as we go along and try to stream a game almost every day. We'll have some days off every now and then. But we call this the Tao of Baseball because I feel like baseball is a nice reflection of life. And baseball, as we were just saying with hitting, you could do everything right. You could do everything right, just perfectly, and still fail. You can also do a lot of things wrong and still win. There's a real randomness and variability to baseball, which makes it, there's randomness and variability to all sports, but I think more so maybe than in baseball than any other sport, unless you're talking about, dice or cards or something like that, where luck is very much also involved. But this isn't just luck. It's more random than that. And in baseball, all you could really do is try to put yourself in the best situation and hope over the long haul it all works out over a 162 game schedule. Well, I think that's a lot like life. And we're going to be using many during the course of this baseball season, but one of the sources I'm trying to use to help me, philosophical sources that I'm using to try to help me improve as a hitter, is an old text dating from the 17th century Japan, an old text written by a samurai warrior, the greatest sword fighter of them all, Miyamoto Musashi, who just before his death wrote the Book of Five Rings. And this is really his treatise on his philosophy and his approach to sword fighting. And the number one rule we get from this book, is that his technique and his philosophy and his approach can be used for anything, not just sword fighting. And so we're trying to use it to see if we can become a better hitter at MLB The Show. And each day we're going to try to find a principle that we're going to be mindful of as we go to today's game, which we'll be playing here online in just a moment. But the principle we're going to today comes from his chapter, The Water Scroll, and a subheading of On the Teaching of Having a Position Without a Position. And here's a few quotes. Where you hold your sword depends on your relationship to the opponent. So now we're getting into what is the position of your sword, or for us, your bat. He goes on to say, let me read that again. I had to turn the page here. Let me get that quote at the beginning. Where you hold your sword depends on your relationship to the opponent, depends on the place, and must conform to the situation. He also goes on to say later, it is crucial to think of everything as an opportunity to kill. This should be given careful consideration, or for us, an opportunity to strike at the ball hard. And finally, he says, You want to find a position where you can reach the opponent, realizing when the opponent has not yet determined what to do, you strike directly. When the opponent is at a position where they don't know what to do yet, they don't entirely understand what you're doing, is the time to strike. Now let's put that into practice a little bit here. This yellow thing within the strike zone is called the PCI. This is where you aim your bat with, and it's basically the most important thing along with timing when it comes to hitting. The position of the PCI has been a very difficult thing for me to sort of get down. Oftentimes, I like to put it here in the corner and start here in the corner and then work my way around. So for a right-handed batter, I was starting it here. For a left-handed batter, I would start it there. And this allowed me to use the joystick, not having to cover the entire radius of where the joystick goes. To me, it was just having to cover a third of where the joystick goes to try to reach balls. But I was struggling. Then a couple of games ago, I started using the PCI here in the center, and I found a little more success once I was putting it in the center. But in batting practice, I was realizing, especially the higher pitches, I was hitting down on the ball and not up in the air or line drives, which is a problem. So I've come to a new position that I want to try, and it's in between. I also like to go here, like start my PCI right here in the middle, but then I was having trouble getting to the high pitches up here. I'm most comfortable starting my PCI and anchoring it down here at the bottom, but I think it was leading to some disadvantages. Here's interesting, but I really struggle with lower pitches when I start it in the middle. Coming down here, I don't have the same amount of control. And what I wanted to show you, actually, because information is key, I started taking photos, screenshots of, Let's go to the home page. Started taking screenshots of my hitting zone and what has happened. And this is what it has shown me in the past few games. Let's look. You can see here, the green represents where I got base hits. 3 doubles, a triple, and 2 singles from a previous game. You can see where those hits come from. They're all kind of clustered right around each other, all right around the middle of the strike zone and a little bit above. Let's look at another one. Here, you can see, again, sort of in the middle, but all above, right? Let's look at another one. Again, kind of in the middle. Again, up in the middle, but then clustered up towards the right. Or, I'm sorry, towards the left. You're my right, your left. Towards the left, right? You can see again, a couple of them. Now we have a couple down at the lower right-hand side where I hit the ball well, and including a home run. But you can see, again, 2 more up in the middle and sort of up to the upper left. Is that the rest? And here again. Okay, here's me hitting a home run. Let's see that replay that I saved. All right, coming back. So I was looking at that, and I think about Ted Williams, the great hitter, the last hitter to hit 406. And Ted Williams said in his approach, he found out, he looked, where do I get most of my hits? Where do I have the highest batting average of considering of where I hit the ball in the strike zone? And that's called looking for your pitch. That's called looking for your pitch. You want to look for your pitch, especially with less than 2 strikes. And I think by looking at this, looking at these, my area is up in the strike zone, middle and middle up. And so I show all this. Now let's go back to MLB The Show. I show all this to say that middle up and maybe middle up to the left was probably me sort of before holding my PCI here before the pitch came. So I wanted to bring it down a little bit lower to expand the area of the strike zone that I think I can hit well. So what I mean by that is here, I just have better control of the PCI going up, even though I was above on that one, than going down. Coming down, I just slam it automatically. I don't have the same, for some reason, my finger, and I use my index finger. I know you're supposed to use your thumb, but I am a person with a disability. I'm actually quadriplegic. I can use my hands, but they're shaped differently. And I just need to use my finger. And it's easier for me. I don't have the same kind of ability to control the bottom end of the strike zone as finely as I can. See, I mean, just look as we try to do it, right? I heard jerky. Let's see when I go above, though. I don't know if you could really tell, but I feel more in control going up. But instead of starting at the very bottom, because the best place for me to hit balls is right around here and right around here. And so for me, if I'm too low, I might get to these upper areas too late. So I'm doing a happy medium, anchoring my PCI between the middle and the bottom end of the strike zone. And then you want to lift it before the pitch comes. You don't want to be what I think you would call flat-footed because these pitches come in so quickly. And now I feel like I'm able to cover this area of the plate better. Though, hit that one in the low area. But I still feel I get most of my success up here. And so now what I should be doing in the warm-up, it's harder when I'm talking, is I should just be trying to swing at pitches above in the upper portion of the strike zone. So that was something before I started streaming I was trying to do. Watch the pitch and don't swing at the low pitches. Like that. I consider that a success. It takes mental discipline, though, to be able to do it. It's hard. You just want to swing at everything. And just swing at the pitches in the upper half of the strike zone. That's called looking for your pitch. Also, you want to look for your pitch. Maybe you're looking for fastball. I'm just talking about location right now. So that was low. Again, it's hard to lay off. It comes in so fast. You have 0.3 seconds. See, I did it again. Harder when you're talking and distracted. But what you really want to do is have an approach by looking for your pitch. And so when we talk about Miyamoto Musashi, the third thing he told us about position, and that was all about position, understanding your position and to have your position conform to the situation. And the last thing I read from him, finding a position where you can reach the opponent, realizing when the opponent has not yet determined what to do, you then strike directly. So if you have a pitcher that is throwing you pitches up here and doesn't realize this is what you're doing, that you're looking for these upper pitches, especially maybe an upper fastball, he's vulnerable. He's vulnerable at that point. And if you get some success, the pitcher is probably going to adjust and stop giving you those pitches. So hopefully you struck to kill at the time that you had the ability to do so. The worst thing to do is to pull them foul. When you pull them foul, you let the pitcher know, your opponent know you're on it and that they need to adjust. Best thing for a pitcher is when you pull something that should have been a home run and you pull it foul. You just tip the pitcher off. So that's what we're going to do in this next game. We're going to have the PCI begin here. We're going to lift it here. And then we're going to really focus with less than 2 strikes on trying to hit pitches up in the strike zone. Missed it? Of course. And try to lay off early in the count balls in the low part of the strike zone, which should help us also stay off pitches that are below the strike zone, which are the hardest balls to stay off of. That's where you get most of your strikeouts, is when the ball dips below the strike zone. But if we're determined not even to swing at balls that are low in the strike zone, hopefully that'll improve our chances of not swinging at balls that are below the strike zone. All right, let me take a few more. Let me lock in. Stop talking so much, then we'll go play a game. We are on the GOAT difficulty. When you're getting just fastballs, though, you should be able to hit them. As I say all this, I'm hitting them better when they're low. That's baseball. There, I overswung a bit. The ball's coming in much faster right now than it will in the game because we're on the GOAT difficulty level. We'll be at all-star once we get to the game, and it'll be part of the reason why I do this higher level is so it'll give me the sense of the fastball being a bit slower and manageable when we get to online play. All right, let's go play. We got things to do after this. We can't spend all day. We're 7-3. We're not hitting well, but the point is to try to become a better hitter through this baseball season and try to make 900 rating. Try to get to the rating of 900. That's always been my goal, 900 rating, which is sort of until this year they instituted a new higher rating of GOAT, which I'm not going to make. I mean, these people that play these games, the other streamers on here, they're all so damn good. I am not. I'm a commoner. I'm a common player, which according to the players in this game, my rating would be 60. That's what I am. I did unlock a new field, Mullerbach Field, which I'm excited about, a Negro League field. It's a very big field, deep outfield, which makes it harder to hit a home run. But what I love about this field, it was the home of the Kansas City Monarchs, which arguably was collectively for the entire era of the Negro Leagues, the Kansas City Monarchs, probably the greatest team. I'm sure there's a big connection to why today the Negro League Hall of Fame is located in Kansas City. I think it was because of the Kansas City Monarchs. I suspect. I do. I like the connection with the name of the Royals as well, Kansas City Royals. I don't know if that's what they were thinking, but I bet they were. Anyways, this is where night games first started being played in Kansas City. And if you look, it's hard to see from here, but if you look in the outfield, there's trucks that have been brought in to hold up the light stands, which is kind of cool. So I unlocked this field. I don't know if we're gonna have a home game, but we are gonna do a night game for sure. Considering this is and they were doing night games before Major League Baseball was. It was the Negro Leagues that really innovated night games in baseball, and this is a place where it happened. All right, who are we pitching today? Yoshinobu Yamamoto. All right, let's do it, brother. We home or are we away? And who are we facing? That's what we're going to find out right now. We are facing Jake Arrieta again. I think that's who we were facing last time. And I think this guy is a serious player because he already has. He is 11.5 and 520 rating, where I am 458 rating. He hits 311 and has an ERA of 3.89. I hit 283 and the ERA of 2.11. He has Shohei Ohtani, which is hard to get, which makes me think he's actually a really serious player. So I think we're going up against someone better than me, which is not unusual. And we're on the road. Okay. To lock in, though, I got to talk a little less. We are going to take pitches. We want to see the ball come out of Jake Arrieta's hands. We want to see if we can pick up the tendencies of our opponent. Let's go. Ball goes out right there. We're going to wait till 2 strikes. Trying to see the pitch. Okay, now we're looking up. Oh, all 3 pitches in the same spot. Interesting. Now we're looking up and high in the strike zone, not below. We hit that pretty hard, but you know how it goes for me. It's a little under it, but you know how it goes for me. Take a pitch again. Look up. The change looks high when it first comes out if you don't recognize it. Now we got to protect. Ooh, we're going to get a hit out of this? Nope. It's working me out a lot, which if he keeps will be in my favor. First pitch swinging there. Now I'm going to take some pitches again. Here's Ted Williams. Okay, we're hitting 333 with him. We're going to take a pitch. He's still staying outside, huh? All right, look up. That was not up. That was not outside. And again, this game is so much about mental discipline, which I lack. Should have never swung at that pitch. Going up against the Vanderbilt Commodores. So I'm assuming this is a college-aged player, which is bad news for me. The younger they are, the worse it is for me. I want to develop a fastball outside to set up a cutter later that's considerably slower. I want him to speed up his bat, but I don't want to show it yet. Got him. I think he's still looking fastball, so I'm going to go slower. Yep, he pulled it. Now we're going to give him a fastball, but right on the edge. I don't care if it's a ball. I missed. I still got him up and in. We're going to go fastball. This time we are going to throw a ball. These are easiest to see, though, so I expect he's going to take it. Ooh. It didn't go as far in as I was thinking it would, but we jammed him, got the out. Try the cutter. Ah, man. He really hit that far. All right. It's all right. That is what the two previous fastballs set up. Cutter is a little bit slower, and if you're early on it, oftentimes you roll it over. That would have been a really successful inning. If it wasn't for the fact that I gave up a bomb. All right. This is the first right-hander he's faced. Okay, so are we just like permanently outside? I'm expecting inside. Oh, man, I feel like I missed that. My bad. I'm taking again. Because what I did is I let him know by swinging there, I'm looking inside. I don't think he's going to give me a strike inside again. Oh, he did and was up. All right. Well, did he know that I knew? He might not. That's game theory. That's Cold War. Oh, look, he's laughing at me. These fuckers. Okay. All right, he's been working outside my lefties. I was on it, but early. I bet you he comes in now. He was first swinging out on an outside pitch. Oh, he's still doing it. Maybe he thinks I'm ambushing. That wasn't good. Having a terrible inning. Did I not foul it off? Well, that wasn't good. All right, this time we got to make sure we get the cutter in. Like that. Let's go fastball in. Just do it again. I think this time I'm probably coming with an off-speed pitch. Yep. He was late on it. See if we can get another easy out. If it was fair, it would have been an easy out. Will he chase a curve ball? That's how you know if somebody's good. I still think he's good. Let's now do a slider. I haven't thrown one of these yet. Split finger. Cutter outside. Yep. Let's go fastball again out here. Want him to keep thinking hard outside. Well, he certainly is thinking hard outside. Got away with one there. All right, I could pitch to this guy. He's good, but I could pitch to him. I can stay in the game. I just have to be able to score some runs, man. Remember the rule of having a clear mind. The mind be the same under all circumstances. And keep in mind Ishiro Suzuki's breathing techniques. Slow down the game. Yep. Wait, that better get out. Okay, yes, it did. He stayed to the outside too long. See where that was. Yep. Did it again. Boy, we need to improve Cool Papa Bell's batting average here. Let's see if we another outside pitch. Nope. Damn it. All right, now we're seeing a shift. A little too herky jerky there. I'm not staying off that slide. I got to look out for that slider. Got to look out for that slider. Ah. All right. Mental discipline. When I have a pitcher with a cutter and there's an opposite handed hitter, I like to play with that inside a lot. That inside part of the plate and play on that line, even between a ball and a strike, and just keep hammering away at it. And then if the moment arises, not right now, but if a moment arises, what are we going to do here? Fastball? Put the fastball. Oh, let's put the fastball. Maybe now's the moment. Ooh, we might have been ready for it, though. Hit it deep. I didn't quite put the ball where I wanted to either, though. I was off on my timing. I wanted it in the upper away corner. It's a nice pitch. Let's go high fastball, see if we can get him to swing at it. Is he thinking along with me here? Got to mix it up. We're going to do it again. What was he thinking? He had a fast guy. He might have stole the base. We will take it. Not made this guy throw enough pitches. Oh, that was so soft. He's now throwing me pitches outside of the strike zone. I need to start taking some. I'm taking pitches. Oh, that should be a hit. Oh, I got robbed again. Okay. He gave me sinkers inside. Get ready for a sinker. Let's ambush this shit. Nope, not that time. I gotta be more patient. Oh, we gotta be more patient. He did the exact opposite I was hoping. And I showed no discipline there. Hope he doesn't hit this one out. Should probably expect something in this time. Whew. It was not far from hitting that one out. It's all right. Man, he barely hit that ball and he got rewarded. Baseball. The Tao of baseball. Early. It's a home run. Yeah. That was because Yoshinobu, damn it. I bet I threw a split finger right in the middle of the plate. Yes, I did. And that was because his windup is so fast. I mean, I'm sorry, when he pitches from the stretch, it's so fast. I wasn't able to do the PCI justice. Did I say I think this guy's probably good? Now, on the previous season, at this level of All Star, I could score 7, 8, 9 runs, but I have not been hitting the ball at all this season. I don't know if it's because the attributes are lower with the power creep now in effect, but I don't even feel like I know what he's doing here. I'm going to take a pitch. It's all right. Remember, we want above in the strike zone. Oh, I feel like I just missed that. Well, I kind of missed it by a lot, but I felt like I had my PCI out there farther than it showed. That was just a good pitch. And then he came back with a slider inside. I should have known that. That was good pitching right there. Yeah. Good. Good for him. Good for him. Yeah, now he's playing with me. Playing with that inside. Playing with the inside. I'm playing along right with him. Look at that. He's playing. That's called playing with you. I know he tried to put that below the strike zone. Look at that. It's called playing with you. Now he's trying to mix it up. He's coming back inside with a slider this time. No, but he missed. That's a good pitch. Oh, he was in the shift. He's a good pitcher. He's definitely thinking things through. Might regret this. Nope. Had him in front of it. So we know what he's doing. He's playing with the corners. And he's playing with the index. He's good. And then he makes me swing on the inside slider. He's been doing it all game. I know he's doing it. And I know he's doing it. And I know now he is missing. Okay. So we know what he's doing. Well, we hit that one pretty well, but we didn't get under it. We know what he's doing, and he's still dominating us. Us, meaning you too. Bad pitch. Did not execute that one well at all. Did I catch that? Oh, wow. We'll take it. Well, I couldn't have hit that one any better. And he knows it. He's coming inside now. He's not throwing me any strikes. Now we're just looking inside. He's changed. He noticed I hit that one hard. Now he's changing up. It's a very good pitcher. Of course, it's foul. Of course, I pull it. Does he just like remember what he's done to everyone? Of course, I'm out. Of course, I'm out. I guess this is the time to use ambush, right? You know what he's doing. He's playing on the man, he's really good at playing on the corners. And I think it's because Jake Arrieta has excellent sinker and cutter. He knows how to use Jake Arrieta really well. Yoshinobu Yamamoto does not have those pitches. He's more fastball, split finger. He was on that one. So he probably thinks I won't go back up there again because he knows I know. Yep, I was wrong on that. Go foul. Yeah, that's a strike, brother, if you didn't already have 2 strikes. Let's go a little farther in. Does he really have that good of an eye? Can't believe I'm not scoring again. That wasn't even a strike. That wasn't even a strike. And he almost hit it out. All right. Interesting. Man, I don't know why he took him out. But thank you. It has to be a home run, right? Of course not. No, they could not give me a home run. Not not with someone like Kyle Tucker who hits lots of home runs. And of course I don't get time to do the pinch hit. That was annoying. Already starts with a strike. It's my fault. Need to watch the ball out of the hand. Damn it. I can't believe I didn't get the home run there. I mean, I need more than just 1 run, so having a base runner is good, but that felt a little cheap. I think he's coming inside. I did, but I didn't get my PCI over. He did, but I didn't get my PCI over. Of course not. Remember, still mind. Who are we going to bring in? Probably not. Might regret this. Ooh, almost. Willie's not going to get there, is he? Oh, he was there. I can't believe that. Can we put him in game? Wow. So there is no 3-batter limit. No, I guess he did face 3 batters. Okay. Oh, good. We're all for pinch hitting for Otani. Oh, I'm down. We're good with that. I think what I've been forgetting to do is sit on a fastball, and that's hard to do with Jake Arrieta because it's all knuckle. I mean, not knuckle curve. Had fun this game. Oh, this guy's talking all kinds of shit. It is over. I know. It's okay. All right, got a blue pit. We'll take it. Oh man, never faced Mark Davis before. Got me on the fastball. Oh, I think it's going to fall. Gonna have the tying run up. Anything's possible. Ah, I thought it was going to bloop over. I thought it was going to bloop over for a hit. Oh, yeah, you got me, brother. Oh, he's mad because I keep slightly pausing the game. I need to slow it down. I'm sorry, brother. Another man. I thought today was going to be different, but it wasn't.